Hey Floss fam, welcome back to the channel guys. If you're new here, my name's Christina and I help women with their fitness, nutrition, self-care, and self-help journeys. And today I'm giving you 10 intuitive eating tips for food freedom so that you can stop dieting, stop obsessing and stressing over food, and actually trust your body again. If you've ever felt out of control around food or exhausted by starting over on Monday, then this video is for you. So let's get into it. Number one is to stop labeling food good or bad. Food has no moral value and you're not good for eating a salad or eating an apple or eating a fruit salad, whatever the healthy food is. You're not good for eating that food and you're not bad for eating a cookie or a piece of cake. No food is off limits. And when you take the label off and that no food is off limits, when they're labeled and they're quote off limits, they're more tempting. And that's when you fuel the binge restrict cycle. But food freedom starts where all foods are allowed. No food is off the table, which that means if you want a crumble cookie, go eat a crumble cookie. If you want a piece of cake, go eat a piece of cake. No food is off limits. Don't restrict yourself. Let all foods be a part of your well-rounded lifestyle. Tip number 2, eat enough because restriction causes overeating. One of the biggest reasons people feel out of control with food is because they're not eating enough earlier in the day. And that's a lot of times why you see people binge eat at night. You skip meals, you're under eating, or constantly saving calories, which tells your body that food is scarce. So it responds to the overeating later. And I want to remind you that eating enough is not failure. You need to eat properly. You need to fuel your body. You need to eat enough, or you will have that overeating aspect coming in later. Eating enough is just safety. It's biological safety that is going to save you from binging later, and it's going to help fuel your body and keep your health up. Number 3 is to honor hunger without judgment. Do you ever judge yourself for being hungry? Well, hunger is not something to fight. It's just communication with your body. Hunger is telling your body that you are hungry and that it needs to eat, that you are in need of food, that you're in need of nutrition. And physical hunger does not mean that you lack discipline. It just means that you're hungry and you need to eat something. And it means that your body is asking for energy. Instead of asking, do I deserve to eat? Try asking yourself what you should do to support your body right now. And I promise your mindset is going to change immensely into how you eat, into how you look at food. Number 4, fullness is a range, not a switch. You don't have to stop eating the second you are not hungry anymore. Fullness exists on a spectrum, and some meals will leave you comfortably full, while some may leave you satisfied to where you're able to eat later. And both are normal and both are okay. Intuitive eating is not about perfection, it's about awareness. That's all intuitive eating is, and I want you to be aware. I want you to know your hunger cues. I want you to know when you're hungry. And you don't have to overstuff yourself. You don't have to always feel full, and that's okay. I want you to be aware of it. Number 5, eat for satisfaction, not just for nutrition. Yes, nutrition matters, and I talk about nutrition all the time, and yes, it matters. But so does enjoyment. So does going to a party and enjoying a piece of cake. So does going out to eat and enjoying a dessert. If your meals aren't satisfying, your body will keep asking for more until it is. That's why eating clean but unsatisfied options lead to snacking or cravings later. So eat the satisfactory items. If you love chicken, eat chicken. If you love steak, eat steak. Eat things that are going to satisfy your hunger and your cravings. And eat the dessert. Eat the things that you love. Food freedom includes pleasures, not just protein. So eat the protein, eat the healthy foods, but enjoy the pleasurable foods as well. Number 6 is cravings are information, not weakness. Cravings do not mean something is wrong with you. And I really want to helm that in for just a moment. Cravings, everybody has a craving. There's nothing wrong with you if you have a craving. And I really want you to realize that there's nothing wrong. Everyone has a craving. Everyone deals with cravings. And that doesn't mean that you are failing. That doesn't mean that you're a bad person. That doesn't mean that you are doing something wrong. Everyone has cravings. I had a craving earlier today. Like, everyone has cravings, including myself. And I want to talk about, like, what do cravings signal? Emotional needs, physical hunger, restriction, stress, or simply just enjoyment. And instead of suppressing those cravings, listen to them and respond to them with, like, curiosity, not guilt. You can dive a little bit into your cravings, and when you're craving something, go ahead and eat it. Because if you don't, you may be craving something later, and then you may binge it later. But if you can use a craving, and maybe it's something sweet, maybe you're craving something sweet, go eat some fruit first. Before you dive into that craving, go get some fruit or something sweet that is a healthier option. Go get that first. Maybe that's yogurt, fruit, just something with a little bit of sweetness. That could curb that craving. And also, if you're lacking protein, if you're lacking a certain source of energy, like a certain carb, a certain protein, if you're lacking something, you can have those cravings. So maybe look, if you track, look and see if you've eaten enough protein today. Look to see if you've eaten enough carbs today. Look to see what you are lacking. And if you're lacking protein, a healthy carb, if you're lacking in something, eat that first and see if you're still craving. If you're still craving, go ahead and eat it, because you will binge eat later, which, my friend, is not what we want. We don't want to binge eat later. We want to go ahead, curb that craving, so go ahead and eat it. But try some fruit, try some protein, try something that either you're lacking or something sweet like fruit, to see if you can curb that craving before you dive into that craving. And when you do dive in that craving, so you don't binge eat and you don't eat a ton of it, just get a little out in the bowl, whether that's ice cream or whatever it is, just a little bowl of it, so that you're not overeating that craving. Because that again can happen, like, you're not wanting to binge eat because you're allowing yourself to have that craving, but then you sit there and you eat the entire box, which doesn't help you, because that just defeats the purpose of your nutrition and everything, all the work that you're putting in. We don't want to sit there and eat the whole box, so just take some out and put it away. That will really help you be able to still eat the craving but not overeat it. Number 7 is to ditch the I'll start tomorrow mentality. Why not start today? I've heard this on Instagram, especially Instagram, so many times from creators and just other people say, oh, I'll start on Monday. Ever heard the I'll start my diet back on Monday, or I'll start tomorrow? There's no reset button to your body, and there's no better time than right now to start. So why are you waiting till Monday? Why are you waiting till tomorrow? You don't need to compensate, restrict, or punish yourself for eating something that's unexpected or unhealthy. Every meal is neutral, and every moment is a chance for you to care for yourself, not control yourself. And there's things and there's circumstances that are out of our control. Maybe you have been at school all day and you just need to get something through fast food. Maybe you're on a trip and you have to go out to eat. There's so many unexpected things that come up that maybe we have to eat out. Maybe we have to eat a quote unhealthier meal. Maybe we have to do something like that, and that is okay. That is completely okay, and you don't have to start over tomorrow. Just keep going. One bad meal, one quote bad meal, one unhealthy meal is not going to ruin your progress. So don't start over tomorrow. Just keep going. Yeah, maybe if you had like a unhealthy day, yeah, maybe eat a little bit healthier tomorrow, but don't start over. Don't have that I'll start over on Monday mentality. Just keep going. You don't have to start on Monday. You don't have to start over on Monday. You don't have to start tomorrow. You don't have to start over on Monday. Start today. If you have goals, if you have things that you want to go after, start today. That is my biggest thing. Start today, and don't start over tomorrow if you have a bad, quote, bad day. Just keep going. Just eat more fruits, eat more veggies, eat more protein, do the things that maybe you didn't do the day before. But you don't have to start over. You don't have to start on Monday. Number 8, focus on how food makes you feel, not just how it looks. Instead of tracking calories, which right now I am tracking calories because I have a specific goal. And if you are in a deficit or have a specific goal, then yes, tracking is fine. But if you're not tracking and you don't really have a specific goal, then this is for you. Try noticing how energized you feel, how your digestion responds, how your mood changes, how satisfied you feel hours later. Our body constantly is giving us feedback, which is so helpful to know how are we feeling, and that's where our intuition has to come in. That's where we have to really listen to our body. And learning to listen to your body and learning to be in tune to your body is more powerful than tracking it on an app. If you need more protein, you are going to know that you need more protein and you're going to eat more protein. If you need more healthy fats, add the healthy fats and you're going to know. Use your intuition. Really focus on just being in tune to your body. Learn to listen to your body because it is way more powerful than any fitness app. Number 9, gentle structure is allowed. Intuitive eating does not mean chaos. You can still plan meals, you can still grocery shop intentionally, and you can still build balanced plates while eating intuitively. The difference is that structure supports you, it doesn't control you. With intuitive eating, yes, I still want you to be structured and do it in a way that supports you. I want you to be structured, I want you to have a plan. Especially if you have a specific goal, I want you to have a plan. But I don't want that plan to control your life. I really don't want it to control your life and have this just control over you. Flexibility is the goal. And when things aren't going as planned, you're flexible, you go with the flow. You know what you want to eat, you kind of have a plan, but if it doesn't go as planned, go to plan B, go plan C, and just be going with the flow with your plan. Don't be so regimented to where if you get off your plan one day that you're beating yourself up over it. That's not the goal here. That is by far not the goal. Number 10 and the last one, food freedom is a practice, not a destination. And I'm going to spend a few minutes on this. You don't fail intuitive eating. Some days feels effortless, you get tracked, you eat intuitively, you kind of know what you're eating. Even without tracking, you know you're on your A game, you're eating the healthy foods, you're doing the dang thing. And other days will feel so messy that you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't tracked, I haven't hardly eaten any fruits, any vegetables, any protein, I'm failing. When you're not failing, you cannot fail intuitive eating. Both spectrums of eating intuitively and eating effortlessly and feeling effortlessly, and on the days that it feels messy, both are a part of healing your relationship with food. They're both a part of it, and they both should be honored like that. You will have days that it is messy, it's not great, it's not perfect, and then you'll have other days that you are nailing it, that is perfect. And that is okay, because that is all a part of healing that relationship. Progress looks like less guilt and more peace around food. Not perfection, but having peace around food and not stressing about it, not worrying about it constantly, and it not being on your mind 24/7. That is what it looks like, and I want it to look like that for you. I want it to be something that you are not stressed about. You can go to events, you can go to parties, you can go have dinner with your friends or your family and not stress about eating, but still eating intuitively, listening to your body, but also enjoying life, enjoying those foods and having a good time without the stress. In food freedom, you will grow. It's not a destination. You'll grow. You'll have bad days. You'll have good days. You'll learn more about your food intake. You'll learn more and more and more. And it's not about perfection. It is about just learning and growing, because it's not a destination. It's practice that we will learn every single day. If this video helped you rethink food and dieting, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment your videos that you'd like to see below. Subscribe to my channel. Click that notification bell and let me know in the comments which tip you struggle with the most. I love to hear some feedback in the comments, and maybe I can do a second video if you guys have any questions. So leave questions and tell me what you struggle with the most in the comments. And remember, food freedom isn't about control. It's about trust, care, and living your life without rules ruining it. So I will see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.